Hi, today I'll be talking about the application layer. The very top layer of the OSI model is the application layer, or layer 7. The application layer provides services to applications. Note, these are not computer applications like PowerPoint, Excel, Word, or anything like that. These are communication applications. I will be explaining how the application layer works within the network communication. What is the application layer? The application layer is the OSI layer closest to the end user. It provides a means by which an application processors can access network services. The application layer is the entry point for messages that have to be transmitted over the network. As you can see in this picture, this is the user, and this is the application layer, which is the closest to the user, and is also known as layer 7 of the OSI model. How does it work? When we open a web browser, an FTP or telnet session, or an email application like Windows Live Mail, an application is started and the program is put into the device's memory, where it is then executed and referred as a process. You can view these processes in your task manager. The application layer uses protocols to establish rules for exchanging data between applications and services working on the participating devices. Some application layer protocols. Telnet is a terminal emulation protocol used to log on to remote hosts using the TCP/IP protocol, and we use port 23 for Telnet. Another protocol is HTTP, and HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is the foundation of data communication for the World Wide Web, or WWW. We use port 443 for this. As you can see on this picture, you see how the client sends the request as a page to the HTTP server using the HTTP protocol. SMTP, or Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. This is an internet standard for electronic mail transmission, or email. We use port 25 for SMTP. Mail applications usually use SMTP for sending messages to an email server. For receiving messages, client applications usually use either the Post Office Protocol, POP, or POP3, which is a version, the newest version, or the Internet Message Access Protocol, IMAP, or a system such as Microsoft Exchange to access their mailbox accounts on the mail server. Domain name system, or domain name server, is a naming system for computer services or any resource connected to the internet or a private network. We use port 53 for this. Internet domain names makes it easier to remember than IP addresses, such as 208.77.188.166, or an IP version 6 address, which has even more characters. What DNS does, basically, he translates these numbers into this address, so it'd be easier for humans to recognize and to remember. Now, I talked about ports, but what is a port? A port is a logical place in a computer where an application exists. We have 3 port range groups, from 0 to 1023, also known as well-known ports, from 1024 to 49151, register ports, from 49152 to 65536, dynamic or private ports. Now, how do they work? Ports work like telephone extensions. Just as a business can use a main phone number and assign each employee an extension number, so a computer has a main address and a set of port numbers to handle incoming and outgoing connections. So overall, the application layer can best be described as a client-server model for the transferring packets of information to a number of nodes. When sending information to another device through the network, like an email, the programs such as Windows Live, Gmail, or any other will be using the same protocol, the same rules. That way we can all communicate around the world.